Alright guys, so I'm just driving now, but I began to have a certain thought. And I decided to just share this with you real quick. And I'm going to just title this idea why you don't want to be the most successful person in your friend group at every point in time. Okay? So some of you are always the most successful person in your friend group. You have never had a friend group where everybody was equally successful, or you were one of the successful people, but there were more successful people than you, or there were more people that have gone further in life than you are. The thing about being in a friend group whereby you are always the most successful person is this: with time, complacency on your journey might creep in. You might get complacent in your own journey. Why? Because being surrounded by people that you are doing better than, it's just like the saying goes, a one-eyed man is king amongst blind men, and that is very correct. In that setup, you are literally the one-eyed man. You do not see the extent of your limitations, or you do not notice your limitations, because you are surrounded by those that are way more limited than you. At each point in time, you are not evolving as quickly as the world is evolving. The world is probably evolving faster than you are, because you are not catching up to speed, because you are in a circle that is not necessarily evolving, in a circle that is not necessarily keeping up to speed, right? Consequences of that: instead of growing at each point in time, instead of being able to grow, you stay static, or you grow slowly. So what you want to do is that you want to look at your circle and see if you're always the most successful person, or nobody's successful. You want to try to start to see how you can begin to break into other circles where there are people that are more successful than you, that can teach you a thing or two. You want to find a way to make more successful friends, or at least more successful allies to an extent, right? And if you stay in a circle where you are always the most successful person, eventually what's going to happen is this: when you get out to other spaces whereby there are people who are way more successful than you, instead of the normal cycle of events whereby iron sharpens iron, and so you are able to get inspiration from those new group of people that are way more successful than you, what you get instead is intimidation. Why does intimidation happen? Intimidation happens because you have been surrounded by a circle whereby you were very greatly elevated, and that has shaped your mindset. You are beginning to see yourself in a certain way. When you get out of that circle and you find yourself in the midst of people that are doing better than you, you shrink back, because it begins to question your reality. You understand? The fact that you find other people that are richer than you, way more successful than you, and you can't handle that because of where you are coming from. That is why you can see lots of rich people with low self-esteem, because they are surrounded by people, and they have always been surrounded by people that they are constantly richer than. So when they meet people who are used to the iron sharpness iron system, when they meet people who are used to growing with their friends, people who are used to being in big circles, they do not necessarily know how to gain inspiration. So they get intimidation instead of inspiration. And for that one reason, that the place you have been has shaped your mentality. The place you have been, the circle you have been, your environment has shaped your mentality. So what you want to do now, if you are in this place, is that you want to begin to make the conscious efforts. Begin to meet more people. Begin to step outside of your comfort zone. Those things that are very uncomfortable for you to do are the exact things that you ought to be doing. You understand that? Those things that you don't like to do are the things that you should start to do, to begin to rewrite the story, to begin to rewrite the narrative. Make more friends, say hello to more people, create more allies. When you say hello to people and you exchange contacts, invite them out for coffee, invite people out, invite them out to the park. Learn the art of sustaining relationships. All right, so I just wanted to share this real quick with you guys, but yeah, God bless you guys. I'll talk to you later.